Hey everybody, welcome to Fitness, Business and Booze. It's okay to, I was going to say it's okay to drink because it's past midday, but it's not. But just for content's sake, it's fine. So, today I'm going to talk to you about a few different things. Let me just try and get my comments up so I can see comments. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please let me know. Leave me a comment. Hopefully, fingers crossed, comments work just fine. But please just give me a few reactions. Whether it's a thumbs up, angry face, love heart, whatever it may be. Just so I know that this is working, that you can hear me okay. And then I'm going to talk to you about a few really interesting things. I even made notes on today's episode, because the bits that I'm going to talk to you about are genuinely valuable. So I'm going to go through a few different ways that are going to help you earn more money. For whoever is giving me the thumbs up, thank you. I can see that. I can't see comments though. Oh, I have a comment. Boom. So I'm testing this. I'm not testing. I've been using it for a little while now. I use this software called Ecamm for my lives now. It's really cool. So it's actually working today, which is rare. So today I'm going to cover 4 things. I'm going to be covering refining your message, but not just refining your message, also putting a spotlight on the parts of your personality that are really going to attract the kind of people that you want to work with, and just make people aware of just how much you can help them and how much you care. So we're going to talk about that, and that's based off a call that I did yesterday with somebody who's interested in enrolling on the OFB course. I'm going to talk to you about something that I spoke to my students about this morning, and that is the energy that you get across when you are selling your services. Incredibly important, probably just not spoke about enough. So I'm just going to talk about that as well, and that's going to really help you to increase your conversion rates once you get people on the phone. But if you just carry it over to all areas of your business and the confidence in selling your services everywhere, it's just going to increase lead generation, conversion rates, and your client base and your revenue, right? And then I'm going to give you a walkthrough of a new Facebook feature that is just, it's really interesting. There's a new feature on Facebook that will 100% make me lose hours of my day. I've already been playing around with it this morning. I'm going to show you guys how to use it, and it's genuinely very interesting. I'm going to show you how to use it, what it is, and how to use it as well. So just so you don't just get it and then mess it up, right? So, Rob, glad you can hear me. Nikki is glad she caught this. I'm glad you're here with me, Nikki. Thanks for joining me, dude. So it is midday now, which means it's acceptable for me to drink beer. I've been trying to push this thing through called Margarita Fridays in the office. The last Friday of every month, we drink and, just let our hair down. Nobody else is up for it. So I'm drinking on my own, which is fine. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is not refining your message as such, but being yourself the right way. So let me get rid of these comments from popping up. Ashley Connolly, thanks for joining me, buddy. Let me turn that off. I think I've done it. So I had a call yesterday with a guy that's interested in enrolling on the OFB course. And one of the questions I asked him is what are the 3 things he feels he needs most help with, or 3 things that he's struggling with right now in growing his online business. And the first thing he said was really, really interesting. It was, I think I'm too harsh, right? I think I kind of grind people up the wrong way. Is that the right turn of phrase? He thinks he's a bit maybe offensive, a bit too harsh in his content. He's a bit kind of no nonsense, and he was worried that, well, basically he thought that he had to change that. right? He thought, I'm going to have to change. He said, can you help me change my personality? In fact, no, I can't change my personality. And that's exactly the case, right? You can't just change your personality. One, because it's exhausting, like trying to be one thing like in your marketing and then outside of your business being this different person, it's exhausting. Like you lie in bed at night thinking, fuck, I've got to pretend to be this different person online all the time. You don't want to get there, right? I've been there. I've tried to do things like that where I've like tried to be controversial or tried to be offensive. And the reality is it's just not my style. I'll probably offend people just being myself. I'll be controversial just being myself. But the reality is if I force it, it's fake. So what he was worried about is that he doesn't get across the fact that he genuinely cares about helping people and that, yes, he has this kind of brash persona, he swears, he's maybe a bit borderline offensive, he's harsh, but for his clients, he really, really cares and he really looks after them and he really, gives a shit about making sure that they're happy. So what I briefly mentioned to him and what I'm going to talk to you about today is making sure that he highlights that aspect of his personality as well, right? So it's okay being the guy that is harsh or the girl that is harsh and brutal and straight to the point. This is what I'm about. This is what I'm about. And some people will be attracted to that, but they still probably won't buy from you if you don't get across the other sides of your personality, the caring side, the bit that shows that they know what they're talking about and they're not just kind of a no-nonsense instructor kind of person, right? So I use myself as a great example. Throughout my entire career as an online trainer, I was never in great shape, right? I've never been obese, but I've never been like abs lean, right? And yet I was really successful. So I didn't have the Instagram pictures of me with my top off, I didn't have any of that. I was successful because I got the parts of my personality across that were important to the people that I wanted to work with. I got across that I gave a shit. I got across that I was different to the other things that they tried in the past. I got across that I was passionate about helping people. It's probably still the areas of personality that I get across today, right? So you just need to make sure that you realize or figure out what parts of the personality that you already have, right? Don't try and change who you are or what you're about because, like I said, it just won't work. But you need to make sure you're highlighting the areas of your personality and your persona that will attract the people that you want to work with. So if you're straight to the point, if you're no nonsense, cut the bullshit, fine. But don't forget to get across the part of your personality that makes you care about helping people, right? You can still get both across. That, get across the fact that you're like that because you're passionate, because you care, because you hate the bad side of the industry. Right? Don't just be a dick. Like you can't just get across this harsh persona and not kind of explain it or balance it with the other side of your personality. Is this making sense? Just let me know. So you need to refine your messaging, and to be honest, the more consistent you are with your content, the more you'll figure that out. So I realized pretty quickly that the content, the emails, the marketing that I was putting out that was me being a decent human being and me being caring, passionate, showing that I give a shit, sticking up for people, was the content that people were reacting to. I only knew that was because I was posting consistently and I was prolific, right? I'm not saying be prolific forever, but as a phase of figuring out what your messaging should be, I recommend it. So I knew that, me trying to force being controversial, calling people out unnecessarily isn't my style. For some people that works fine, but for me it wasn't what was getting clients, right? And that's what mattered. Getting clients, making sales so that I could earn more money and that I could help people, right? The best opportunity that I have to help somebody is for them to buy from me. So that's why I wanted to get across. Point number 1. Fitness, business, and booze. Does that make sense? Just let me know. Give me a thumbs up, a comment, whatever it may be. All makes sense. So the second point that I wanted to get across is another point that I made to my students this morning, and that was about the energy that you project when you're selling your services. So you should have complete confidence in your ability to help the people that you sell to, right? And I'm going to make an assumption now that you are a good trainer and you're a good coach, or you're good at what you do, right? If that's the case, then you have to get that across in the sales calls that you do, in the content that you put out, the interactions that you have with people. So I give the example of, if somebody gets on the phone to you and they're talking to you about all the struggles that they go through, make it very clear that to you, they're easy fixes, right? Because if you're a good coach and a good trainer, they probably are, right? If somebody's saying, I work night, I've been trying to lose weight for ages, it's really difficult because I work shifts, I've got kids, I enjoy going out on the weekend, you need to be like high energy, be like, dude, I get that that's hard going on alone, because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. But everything that you're telling me is things that we can fix pretty simply. They're not big issues. And it gets me really excited about the fact that if we work together, we're just going to get insane results, because the things that you're telling me are not red flags. They're the things that, I eat for breakfast or whatever it may be. Use your own personality. Don't speak like me. But does that make sense? Don't just silently nod your head and be like, yes, I get that. I understand. Yes. This is me showing empathy. Don't just show that. Get across your confidence and your ability to help people, right? So yesterday when Joe, the guy that I spoke to yesterday, was telling me the things that he's struggling with, I was like, dude, these aren't fucking big issues. We can fix this so easily, right? These are the things that we have processes for, we have education for, we have the support for. You're struggling with your messaging, don't worry about it. We've got that covered. Nothing that you're and he was getting inbound inquiries and not converting many. I was like, dude, people are reaching out to you for help, right? They're contacting you. All you need is a refined sales process, which, by the way, we just give you. So everything that he was kind of putting to me in terms of the issues that he was having or the things he saw as struggles, I had complete confidence, because we know what we're doing, that we'll just fix it. It's not an issue. And if you're a good coach and you're a good trainer, you should have that confidence as well. Because the reality is, people's issues are the things that you deal with day in, day out with all your clients. So Nikki says, confidence is what I need to work on. I'm not a massive fan of fake it till you make it, but with confidence I am. Just put on a show. Before you get on say it's a sales call, before a consultation, hype yourself up, get excited. This is an opportunity for you to build your business and to help somebody. Somebody's coming to you for help. Even if it's not confidence, be excited, right? Be excited about that. So you need to get that across, right? Remember that you're the person that they need. They need your help, and you can help them. This relationship between you and them is mutually beneficial. You get to grow your business and earn more money. They get the help they need. That makes you feel great. It makes them feel great. They bring friends to you because you help them. Get excited about that. It's a beautiful thing. So make sure that you get that confidence and excitement across. So when I used to do calls for Project Lean, I'd stand up always. I'd always be stood up, because I'd walk around, I'd be more active, be more energetic, more so than if I was sat down. So make sure you get that across, that energy. You don't have to walk around like I did, but do something and just be conscious and just be aware of your energy levels, of your enthusiasm. And just make sure you project your confidence in your ability to help that person in the call, or in your content, or in your interaction with someone. If someone's messaging you I'm struggling with this, and this, be very clear, dude, that is not a big issue. I'm sorry that you're going through it, but it's exactly what I'm working on with clients day in, day out. It's just a few quick fixes, a bit of consistency, and we'll absolutely nail it. Okay? So just make sure you get that across. You can have the best sales script in the world, the best consultation script in the world, the best automated lead generation process in the world. But if you aren't confident in what you do, people will smell it a mile off, right? So make sure you get that confidence, enthusiasm, and excitement across, right? You can help people, make them realize it. Another area to get this across is, one of the most important questions you can ask in your consultations or sales calls is in 6 months' time, if we were having this conversation again, where would you want to be in order for you to be absolutely ecstatic with your results? And what you'll find is people will overestimate what they can achieve in 6 weeks, but they'll underestimate what they can do in 6 months. So they may say to you, in 6 months, I'd like to have lost half a stone. And again, me being confident in my abilities, I'd be like, dude, that's really conservative. In fact, if we didn't do that, I would be so pissed off. I would be gutted if we didn't achieve that. It'd mean that one of us hasn't done our side of the deal. Either me not programming properly or you not putting in the effort. So if you're telling me you want to lose half a stone in the next 6 months, we're going to crush that. So it's getting across that confidence in your ability to help that person. So just make sure you do that. Steve Bradley is joining us. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining. So just make sure you get that confidence in your ability to help people across, right? Regardless of how great your script is, how great your lead generation is, if they don't feel your confidence, enthusiasm, and excitement coming across, they're not going to buy. Simple as that. And you can help people, so tell them. All right, so I'm now going to show you, this is part number 3 of Fitness, Business, and Booze. I'm going to go through point number 3 of what I'm going to share with you today. So this is really cool. Let me share my screen with you. It's a new feature on Facebook. In case I just cut out, then I'm just going to repeat that. I'm going to show you a new feature on Facebook. So something amazing that we can now do. I've got to give credit to Stephen Craven, who sent me this this morning. So here, I'm on the Slimming World Facebook page, as you can see. And over here, you should be able to see it saying info and ads, which means if we click on that and the internet works okay, it should show your ads, but ridiculously, Slimming will have no ads running. Okay, so I can't show you Slimming World. So I've got Joe Wicks up anyway. So we're on Joe Wicks's Facebook page, The Body Coach. Most of you guys will know who this is. Again, if we go over here to the menu, and you can do this on mobile as well. It's a new feature, info and ads. We can click on that, and it shows us the adverts that they have running right now. So right now, Joe Wicks just has this one single ad running, which is crazy, just one advert, which is a link to a recipe book. If we go on, so I purposely got big names up, and I'll explain why you shouldn't do this in a moment. So Kayla Itsigns, however you say your name, info and ads. And we can see all the ads that she's running to audiences. It says in the UK, but I think she's got some multiple languages on here as well. So these are all the adverts that Kayla has got running right now to her audience, right? So it's loading, so she's got a lot more. She's got hundreds and hundreds of ads running. So what this means is we can now go, so you can see some more have loaded. We can now go over to the pages of our competitors, click on info and ads, and see what they're doing, right? What ads are they running? What's the copy? What's the creative? What kind of topics are they covering? Now, I would highly recommend not seeking out big brands, because the reality is most of their paid traffic or paid ads are terrible, but they can be because they're a big brand. What I would do though is seek out, if you're a local business, a gym, an in-person personal trainer, boot camp, whatever it is, seek out other gyms, boot camps, either in your area or not too far away that are successful, and see what ads they're running, right? See the creative, see the copy, see what kind of media they're using. Don't just copy it, but learn, right? See what other people are doing. And you can model it, of course, if you get a great idea based off what they're doing, test it. I'm not saying that this shows you that it definitely works, but it may give you a great idea. So as we continue, you can see Kayla's got hundreds and hundreds of Facebook ads running to loads of different things, right? Video, workout videos, images, products, more workouts, whatever it may be. So here, as I said, here's how if you're an online trainer already, seek out people who are targeting your kind of ideal client, but not people with millions of followers or 500,000 followers. Maybe just somebody who's got 50,000 followers or 100,000 followers. and see what ads they're running. It's going to really show you kind of where your messaging is compared to theirs. So if you've got the same kind of target market and your messaging is completely different, don't just throw in the towel on what you're doing. I'm not saying that, but it's an opportunity to kind of think, right? Why is their messaging that and mine is this, and we're both targeting the same people? Like, what are the differences? Is theirs working? Is theirs slightly different? Have they done market research that I've not done, so they know more? So are they working with like way more people than you and have a better idea of what the messaging should be? It's just a really great tool. Like, I got lost in this for hours this morning. I got up at 6 a.m. or whatever it is. I had a message from Stephen already telling me about this. They'd sent me before I'd gone to bed. I spent the first 2 hours of the day looking at people that work with the same ideal client that I work with. Does that make sense? You guys see that then? Click on somebody's Facebook page who is working with or targeting the same people that you want to work with or you want to target, and see what ads they're running. This is an insane tool or insane update to Facebook that you can check out. So go and check that out. Go and get lost in it for a couple of hours. Geek out, see what other people are doing. Don't just throw in the towel on what you're doing, and don't just think that you're wrong, but learn from it. See what consistencies you're seeing in the other people that are targeting the people you want to work with. Does that make sense? Does that seem valuable? Just give me a thumbs up, love heart, any kind of reaction or a comment, so that I can see that you guys are understanding that. Friday night sorted. So rock and roll, Nikki. That makes sense. Good. So, Adam, how's it going, buddy? Don't send me that emoji. Gets me excited. Makes sense. Good, good, good. Awesome. Okay. So that feature on Facebook is amazing. Really, really good. I actually checked out some of my friends who are quite successful. Some of them weren't running ads, and it was just an opportunity for me to shout at them. So remember, don't just seek out the large brands, because the reality is their paid marketing is just not relevant to what any of you guys are doing. But seek out the people who are similar size or a little bit bigger to you, bigger than you. Okay, so quick rant before I go. And this is based off a few comments recently I'm getting on my social media. Should I even end with a rant? This has been quite a nice chat. Yeah, I'll do it. So, I've been getting a lot of comments recently, so we've been putting out quite a lot on Instagram, quite a lot on this Facebook page, posting quite prolifically everywhere, in fact. And there's just a trend of like a tone of comment that I have just got no patience for. And it's but my situation is different, it won't work for me. And when somebody comments something like that, like we posted something today that said, and the advice or the message was, just start, right? If you're thinking about doing something, just start, whatever it may be. And we got a comment that was like, yeah, but what if you've not got an audience? What if you've got no followers or no likes? You know, it won't work. Like, just start. This kind of defeatist attitude, or the kind of, it won't work for me, is right? If you think that way, then it's true. It won't work for you. I cannot help anyone. Like, I have no patience for it. Maybe it's a weakness in me. I have no patience for somebody saying, oh yeah, but I'm different. It won't work for me. I have no patience for it. And I just want you to be in a place where you can recognize that trait if you kind of ever have that train of thought, oh yeah, but he's, successful already. That's why it works for him. Or, I can't do that because nobody knows who I am. Nobody knew who I was when I first started. Nobody knew who Joe Wicks was when he first started. Not that I'm comparing myself to Joe Wicks, but you get the picture, right? All of you, anybody watching this, anybody has the opportunity to be successful as an online trainer, as a trainer, if you do the work, if you learn from the right people. You put in time and effort to get better at the things you're not good at. and you don't just sit around doubting everything and having no faith in the process and that kind of thing. Getting a bit windy from my half bottle of Corona. Cool. I hate to bow out on a rant. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you that are on my email list, I sent out a 90% off offer to you this morning for my Facebook ads course. Instead of like £500, it's £50. Just for those of you that are on my email list, that read my newsletter, just as a thank you. So make sure you check that out. Go and grab the course while it's 50 quid instead of 500. Consume it, start running Facebook ads, generate some leads, make some money, give me a testimonial. So I feel great about having helped you, and I get a kickback from it as well. Have a great Friday. And this was episode number 2 of Fitness, Business and Booze. Have a nice day.